I'm Rebecca Rectorick, recovery coach at the Arbutus Collective. Today we're going to be talking about challenging misconceptions and myth-busting about eating disorders. 1. Eating disorders are primarily about food. Just eat. This might be your intuitive response to say to somebody who struggles with restriction, or stop eating to somebody who struggles with binging. These are actually some of the least helpful things that you can say to a person with an eating disorder. Eating disorders have complex causes and cannot be willed away. They are not a choice. They often require time and professional support in order to overcome. 2. You can tell by looking at someone if they have an eating disorder. It is difficult to predict if someone has an eating disorder because they are not all determined by the weight or size of a person. An eating disorder is not always easy to detect based on weight and shape. 3. You can never exercise too much. While in some cases exercise can be beneficial, too much exercise and not enough calorie absorption is harmful. Excessive exercise can cause problems such as dehydration, fatigue, and injuries such as cartilage damage and stress fractures, osteoporosis, heart problems, and arthritis. 4. Only women can be affected by eating disorders. Women are not the only ones who can be affected by eating disorders. In fact, 1 in 4 cases are estimated to be males. This myth has been prevalent for a long time and can dissuade men from seeking help. Eating disorders do not discriminate. They are gender inclusive, and by focusing only on females, it can add a level of stress, embarrassment, and shame to those who do not identify as females, however, may be struggling. 5. Eating disorders are a disease of vanity and choice. People do not choose eating disorders. They develop over time and require appropriate treatment to address the medical and psychiatric symptoms and underlying issues. There are several contributing factors that may lead to the emergence of an eating disorder, although no single cause has been determined. They include biological, social, interpersonal, and psychological factors. In addition, the physical symptoms can be among the last to develop. Often, low self-esteem and negative thoughts develop first and can be present for a long time before the physical symptoms do appear. 6. Healthy eating and behaviors are never a problem. When any behaviors become obsessive and impact the normal day-to-day functioning of an individual, they become problematic. Orthorexia is described as an unhealthy obsession with healthy eating, with individuals becoming obsessive and very rigid about their eating patterns and behaviors. 7. Only people of high socioeconomic status get eating disorders. People in all socioeconomic levels have eating disorders. The disorders are present in all age groups, genders, and religions, and have been identified in countries across Europe, Asia, Africa, North and South America. 8. Men who suffer from eating disorders tend to be gay. Sexual orientation has no correlation on the development of an eating disorder. This myth alienates males who do not identify as LGBTQ and can increase feelings of shame and isolation through emasculation. In addition, men can struggle with anorexia and bulimia. However, binge eating and muscle dysmorphia, or the need to be bigger, tends to be more prevalent amongst males. This can make it much more difficult to identify the behaviors as problematic and potentially dangerous. 9. Achieving normal weight means the eating disorder is cured. Weight recovery is essential to enabling a person with anorexia to participate in further treatment, such as psychological therapy. Restoration to a normal weight does not in and of itself signify recovery, as eating disorders are complex psychiatric and medical illnesses. 10. Eating disorders are a phase and a cry for attention. These are serious psychiatric disorders that are potentially life-threatening. Individuals with an eating disorder are not being dramatic, nor are they looking for attention. The misconception that a person will grow out of the behavior is dangerous. Most individuals require professional intervention to recover from an eating disorder and to learn new, positive coping mechanisms. 11. One type of eating disorder is more dangerous than another. Categorizing eating disorders into a hierarchy can seriously impact and undermine an individual's journey to recovery. While each disorder presents a variety of physical symptoms that range in severity, the low self-esteem and negative thoughts are a commonality experienced by all individuals who are struggling. To let someone know they are not as sick as another person can be exceedingly triggering. This can be viewed as another thing that they're not good at and can prevent individuals from seeking help until they feel they are sick enough to need treatment. 12. Treatment is one size fits all. Asking for help can be a terrifying experience. And once a person has managed to do that, it can be exceptionally demoralizing when the support does not have the desired outcome. Keep trying. Do not give up. Just because one form of treatment did not work does not mean that there's no hope for recovery. If you or someone you know is struggling, please visit our website at thearbutuscollective.com.